high degrees today, but it feels a lot colder, if you can hear it. And of course, as I say that, it gets quiet. It's windy as crap today. So I got my winter coat on. Probably don't need it, but I'd rather be too warm than too cold. So I'm looking at the forecast. There's some really nice temperatures coming up. And then it cool off again, but look at all that rain in our nice weather's gonna kind of put on pause for a little bit, it looks like. So definitely got to get the fender on the monster. And if I do end up out in the rain, at least, it'll sort of somewhat get cleaned off a bit. So today I'm going to talk about what Google is doing to us. Not everyone, just those of us outside the US, of course. So a while back I got an email and it says, "We're reaching out because Google..." Let me try that again. "We're reaching out because Google will be required to deduct US taxes from payments to creators outside the US later this year, as early as June 2021. Over the next few weeks, we'll be asking you to submit your tax info in Adsense to determine the correct amount of taxes to deduct, if any apply. If your tax info isn't provided by May 31st, 2021, Google may be required to deduct up to 24% of your total earnings worldwide." So they want to take a quarter of what I'm making, if I don't. So what do I need to do? In the next few weeks, you'll receive an email to submit your tax information in Adsense. The online tax tool in Adsense is 6 steps, and we will ask you a series of questions to guide you through the process to determine if any US taxes apply. For more information on these changes and a list of tax info to prepare, visit our help center. Why is this happening? Google has a responsibility under Chapter 3 of the U.S. Internal Revenue Code to collect tax info from all monetizing creators outside of the U.S. and deduct taxes in certain instances when they earn income from viewers in the U.S. For creators outside the U.S., we will soon be updating our terms of service where your earnings from YouTube will be considered royalties from a U.S. tax perspective. Royalties. This may impact the way your earnings are taxed, and as required by U.S. law, Google will deduct these taxes. How will my earnings be affected? If you provide your tax info, U.S. taxes may only be applied to your monthly U.S. earnings from AdSense. That's revenue earned from viewers in the U.S. through ad views, YouTube Premium, Super Chat, Super Stickers, and channel memberships. If no tax info is provided, your tax rate may default to the higher individual backup withholding rate, 24% of total earnings worldwide. To estimate the potential impact on your earnings, follow these instructions. Thanks, the YouTube team. So, not only do I pay taxes, Canadian taxes on my income, I now have to pay US taxes. Right? So, apparently I only have to pay taxes on views from the US, if I understand that correctly. So, anybody outside US watches my video, I don't have to pay tax on that. I don't. Remember when YouTube was fun? They make everything so freaking complicated. It just gets worse and worse and worse. So my question is, submit my tax info. What is my tax info? Okay, so Only thing I can think of, other than what they already have, would be a social insurance number. I'm not so sure I want to give that to Google. They already have my bank account number. They have to have that to deposit my earnings, but I don't know. I guess I'll wait for this email to see what it is that they say they require from me. What else would tax info be? Now, it's insane. So if I don't submit anything, they're going to take basically a quarter of what I'm earning, by default. So I'm finally up over $100 a month again. Not a lot. I'm not quite where I was before, but the ads are coming back up again. But if I don't submit to their request, and they take 0.25%, that's going to drop me back down to $75 a month. It's insane. Just insane. Like you say, they're making it less and less enjoyable. So, I'm heading out today. I'm not doing anything special. I just gotta go to the post office. I gotta do a bit of shopping. Unless anything happens today, then I'm not going to show it. I'm so behind in my videos right now. I've got 5 on YouTube that are waiting to go. So there's right there, I'm 5 days behind. So when you see this video, you know, this happened 5 days ago. So as for my SJ cam, that noise you're hearing in the last video is the sound of the LED turning on and off. A little flashing LED on the top that tells you it's recording. You're actually hearing that electronically. That's what happens when the cameras get old. But you normally only hear that if the camera is running on the battery itself. When it's plugged into a power source, it doesn't do that. So that really bothers me. That makes me think my camera is going. So I'm going to experiment today. I put a new battery in it to see what happens. But it shouldn't do that. So I guess maybe I'll end this video with a quick clip showing the results of that, see if it makes any difference or not. Because with the power cord plugged in, it shouldn't make any difference what the battery state is. Now, I think I mentioned this a couple videos ago. I got thinking, the last hub that I bought, I paid for that myself. I never went through ODSP. So they shouldn't reject paying for the hubs. But just in case, you know, I gotta make sure I had that money. If they do cover it, then I think I will use that money to get myself a new SJ cam. And I'm not going any special one. I'm just gonna get the same one I get every time. Just the basic one I know that works. No special bells and whistles on it to fail. I guess we'll see what happens there. But I don't know. So I'm not going to do a whole lot on this. This type of video where I'm sitting here talking is just pretty straightforward. I can make it pretty quick, and it doesn't take a long time to render. So if I get this done quick, then it gives me time to work on something else. The last video I made, my long trip, that took a long time to put together. And with most of it being motion video, all that image stabilization took a long time as well. So, and it's still rendering right now. So it took quite a bit of work to do those types of videos. So I just want to do this real quick. And like I say, if I go out, if something happens while I'm out, I'll show it. If not, then I'll show a quick clip to see if SDCam's still making that noise or not. Seeing if putting a new battery in it makes a difference. I got lots of batteries. Every time I get a new camera, it comes with new batteries, 2 extra batteries. So hopefully we'll see. I guess that's all I got for this one. And I go out into the hurricane-forced winds out here.